E-way bill management. In this presentation, we'll discuss about generating e-way bill. From Busy, you can generate e-way bill in more than one way. Like you have the option to generate e-way bill automatically, but that option is provided only when you have active Busy license subscription. Similarly, there is another option in which you can generate e-way bill using the JSON file, and you can generate the e-way bill through as per government template. In this presentation, we'll discuss all these ways. For automatic e-way bill generation, you can refer to our video auto generation of e-way bill uploaded on YouTube. This video is basically divided into two parts. Part 1 for standard and enterprise edition users, which will include auto generation of e-way bill for single multiple vouchers and generation of JSON file for single multiple vouchers. In the second part, part B, will discuss about the basic edition users, in which we'll see the generation of Excel file for single multiple vouchers. First of all, we'll start with our part A, that is for standard and enterprise edition users. There are two ways, that is either you can generate e-way bill automatically or you can generate the JSON file. We'll discuss the creation of JSON file, uploading JSON file on e-way bill portal, and then the e-way bill number which will get out. That e-way bill number we will update in the vouchers. So first of all, we'll start with the configuration part. We'll go to administration, configuration, features option, GST VAT tab. Here we'll enable the option of e-way bill required. We'll click the configure button. On clicking the configure button, an e-way bill configuration window will appear, in which first of all we'll specify the from place and pin code, that is the material center from where the goods will be dispatched. Next is the option of amount after which e-way bill is applicable for B2B and B2C transactions, that is the minimum amount on which and above which bills will be considered for generating e-way bill. Next is e-way bill required in local transactions. Specify why in this data field. If you want e-way bill for local transactions also, then you need to specify that you want e-way bill in local transactions for both B2B and B2C transactions or only B2B transaction. Amount after which e-way bill is applicable for B2B transaction. Here you need to specify the amount for local transactions. Next is distance after which e-way bill is applicable in kilometers, that is you need to specify the distance exceeding which the e-way bill will be required for local transactions. You can leave this data field as 0 also. You can specify 0 in this data field also, which means that e-way bill is required in all the cases in local transactions. There is no restriction of kilometers. Next is amount on which e-way bill is applicable, that is the amount you have specified above, 50,000 or 1 lakh, is the bill amount or the taxable amount, that is you want to consider bill amount or taxable amount for generation of e-way bill. Restrict sub-user to change e-way bill applicability in vouchers. Specify why in this data field. If you want to restrict sub-user to make any changes in the e-way bill applicability in vouchers. Next is auto generation of e-way bills. In this box, specify why in the option enable auto generation of e-way bill if you want to generate e-way bill automatically. This option is available only in standard and enterprise editions, and that too when you have a active Busy license subscription. Next, you need to specify the e-way bill GSP user ID and e-way bill GSP password for auto generation of e-way bill. For details on auto generation of e-way bill, you can refer to our video auto generation of e-way bill uploaded on YouTube. We have a separate video for this section. In this section, we'll focus mainly on the JSON part and generating file as per the government template for our basic edition users. Specify why in the transport details in local sale purchase transaction if you want transport details to appear in the local transactions also. Click save button to save this configuration. Next, we'll configure our parties. Basically, in our parties, we'll specify the from place, distance in kilometers, pin code, and all these details. Basically, we'll specify the default details with the party. For this, we'll go to the account master, modify option, and select the required party. Here, you need to specify the transport, station, pin code, distance, mode. All these details will be picked automatically at the time of voucher entry, so you are not required to enter these details at the time of voucher entry. However, you can make changes at the time of voucher entry also. Next, we will configure our material centers. We'll specify from place, from station, and pin code in the material center. Again, we'll go to material center, modify option, select the required material center, and specify all these details. Next, we'll go to transaction GST miscellaneous utilities. Under this option, we'll select the input transporters GST and ID option to update transporter details. Here at the bottom, you can see a load transporters button is appearing. Click this button and all the transporters you have created till now will appear in the list. Specify their GST and ID, address, place, pin code, state. All these details you need to specify here. If you want to create a new transporter also, you can create from this grid also. It is a very important step. You need to specify the transporter details. Till now we have discussed about the e-way bill configuration, that is enabling of e-way bill, configuring our parties, material centers and specifying the transporters GST and ID. Now is the main part, that is we'll go to our transaction sales add option and add a sale voucher. Specify the header related details of the sales voucher, specify item related details, select bill sundry. On clicking the save button, a transport details window will appear in which you will be entering the transport details. Here an add new button is provided. Click this button to create a new transporter. Below this there is an option, double click to update GST and ID. Double click on this caption to update any transport details. You can see the screen is appearing. You can make the required changes. Then specify the GRRR number, vehicle number, e-way bill required yes, and e-way bill number blank. That is currently we don't have the e-way bill number. Click OK button. Next page is asking want to generate e-way bill. Click yes button. You can see 4 options are appearing: automatic, JSON, as per government template, plain Excel. Automatic, as we have said earlier also, there is a separate video for this. In this part we'll click the JSON button to create a JSON file. On clicking the JSON button, a screen will appear. Specify the path where JSON file is created. We have specified the path of the desktop. Click OK button. A message box will appear. In this message box, you need to click the check possible errors button. It is recommended to always check the possible errors before creating the JSON file. You can see on the screen in the invalid data found column, UKC for e-way bill cannot be blank reason is appearing. That means your data is having some error and the error is shown in this field. Now press the enter key. Select the update UQC for e-way bill option and you can see the unit master screen is appearing. Here you need to specify the UQC for the unit boxes. We have specified cartons here. Click save button and details will be updated. Now you can see there is blank screen. That means your data is correct. There is no error in the data. Next you will click the proceed with JSON button. On clicking this button, you can see on the desktop a JSON file has been created. We have given the path of the desktop, so here a JSON file is created. Next we will go to the ewaybill.nic.in website. Click login button, specify your username, password. On the left hand side you will click the e-way bill option. Under this you will click the generate bulk option. On clicking this option you can see a choose file button. Click this button and select the JSON file that you have just created. If you remember, we have just saved a JSON file on the desktop. Select that file, click the upload button and then click the generate button to generate the e-way bill. Next we'll again go to the e-way bill section and we'll click the print EWB option. With this option you can print the e-way bill number. You can see on the screen, enter unique or EWB number, the number you have just got. You need to specify that e-way bill number here. Click go button and you will get the e-way bill slip. Next step is to update the e-way bill number in the sales voucher. For this, go to sales voucher, modify option, select the voucher in which you want to update the e-way bill number. Click save button. In the transport details, now you need to specify the e-way bill number. If you want, you can print the sales invoice also. You can see on the screen e-way bill number is displayed in the voucher. So this is the process. You can generate a JSON file, upload JSON file on the government's portal, and the number you will get, you need to update that number in the voucher. Till now we have discussed about the single voucher, and that too when you have the transport details. In case you don't have the transport details or you want to generate JSON file for multiple vouchers, then you can go to transactions, GST miscellaneous utilities, e-way bill management, generate e-way bill option. Here again you will select the JSON option. With this option we can create JSON file for multiple vouchers. On clicking the JSON file, a screen is appearing. Specify the starting date, ending date, that is the date range, vouchers belonging to which will be displayed on the screen. If you want, you can apply a material center filter, that is you want to view vouchers for only a particular material center, then is exclude vouchers already having e-way bill number. If you enable this option, then the vouchers that already have e-way bill number will not be displayed in the list. Click load list button to load the list of vouchers. Now click the update transport details button or press the F4 key to update transport details of the selected voucher. You can see on the screen a window is appearing. Specify the transport details and click OK button. Next we'll click the check e-way bill details button to check the e-way bill details. Here you can see blank invalid data found column. That means your data is perfectly fine. There is no error in this data. Next we'll click the generate e-way bill JSON button, or you can press the F2 key to create the JSON file. Specify the path where the JSON file will be created. Click OK button. If you want, you can check the possible errors. Otherwise, click the proceed with JSON button. You can see on the desktop again a JSON file has been created. This JSON file is for multiple vouchers. Now you will upload the JSON file on the government's portal. You will get the e-way bill number, and that e-way bill number you will update in the vouchers. For updating the e-way bill number in the vouchers, one option is that you need to open the vouchers individually and update e-way bill number in them. Second option is this: you can use this utility itself, and here in the transport details window you can specify the e-way bill number. One more option is that when you generate e-way bill on the government's portal, there an option for downloading an Excel file appears. If you click the download button there, an Excel file will be downloaded on your computer which will have all the e-way bill number details. If you have downloaded that Excel file, then in this utility you can click the import e-way bill number from Excel button. On clicking this button, a screen will appear. Here you will select the Excel file that you have just downloaded. If you open this Excel file, you can see on the screen we have saved that file on the desktop. It is having all the e-way bill numbers from the voucher. Import that file, select that file, click import button, and you can see on the screen e-way bill number is automatically updated in all the vouchers from that Excel file. So it's a very quick and simple way of updating e-way bill number in multiple vouchers. If you want, you can print invoices from here itself also. Click print invoice button, and on the screen you can see review of the invoices with e-way bill number printed in them. This is the first voucher, and then we are viewing the next voucher. In both the vouchers you can see the e-way bill number is updated automatically, and you can print it from here itself also. So till now we have discussed about the creating of JSON file, uploading that file on the government's portal, and updating e-way bill number back in the vouchers, either for single voucher or for multiple vouchers. Now we will discuss how you can generate e-way bill if you are using our basic edition. In basic edition, we'll see the generation of Excel file for single and multiple vouchers. Basically, in basic edition, we will use the as per government template option. Configuration of e-way bill is same as we have discussed in the earlier part of the transaction. Here we'll start with the entering of sales transaction only. Go to sales, add option, enter header related details of sales voucher, specify item related details, select required bill sundry. On clicking the save button, transport details window will appear. Specify the required transport details. E-way bill number here also will remain blank. Click OK button. Now BUSY has asked for generation of e-way bill file. Click yes button. On clicking the yes button, a message box is appearing with two options: as per government template and plain Excel. Select the as per government template option. Specify the path of the template files, that is the templates that you have downloaded from government's website. Specify the folder in which those templates are stored. Next, specify the path where file will be generated. Click OK button. Next, again click the check possible errors button to check any errors in your data. This is blank report, that means your data is correct, there is no error in it. Next, click the proceed with government template option. At the bottom of the screen an icon is flashing. If you click that icon, it will show some error message, invalid GSTIN. There is no need to panic in this. Now open the file that has been created. Specify the GSTIN, ID, legal name, address and other related details. Click validate button. You can see data has been validated successfully. After this, click the prepare JSON button. Now on the screen on the desktop you can see JSON file has been created. Now again the process is same of uploading this file on the government portal. We have already discussed in our earlier part of the presentation. You will upload the JSON file on the government's e-waybill.nic.in website. However, if you want to create file as per government template for multiple vouchers, you can again go to transactions, GST miscellaneous utilities, E-way bill management, generate e-way bill option. Here you will select the as per government template. Now a screen will appear. You can see all the details are same. You can update transport details here also. You can check e-way bill details. You can import e-way bill number from Excel and print invoices also. So this is the process of creating JSON file as per the government template and updating the e-way bill number back in the vouchers. Hope after going through this presentation you would be able to easily generate e-way bill. Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.